Hey, what's up, America? I'm your host for the ABR Road Show. I'm so excited to be back in Winchester Bay, Oregon, only a little over 3.5 hours away from Portland. I was out here checking out the sand dunes last time. You hear the seagulls and everything. I'm at the bay this time, and I want to try some really good seafood. How about you guys come with me? Bedrock's on the bay. Let's do it. All right, everybody, welcome to the kitchen area. Let me introduce you to Nick. This man does it all. He's the friendly face that you'll see in the front, and also he's making the good food back here as well. I told America this is some of the best seafood out here, so I know you got to be making me something that comes out of the water.
Oh yeah, halibut fish and chips. We get it right out of the bay here from our local source.
I see you tightening up the gloves. Let's get started.
Getting ready. So all the halibut.
Okay.
We get from actually, there's a couple friends of ours.
Okay, so locally sourced?
Yep, locally sourced. They have their own commercial boats, and we've been doing that with them for almost 15 years.
All right, so now for the fish, what you putting in there?
This is the halibut. Like I said, we serve it with steak fries. You get 3 pieces, approximately 6 to 8 ounces, depending on who cuts it. There's some heavy hands.
Okay, I can see that. You got a heavy hand, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Depends on what day of the week it is.
Fish and chips.
Popping that puppy in there. We're gonna go ahead and let this cook for a little bit, then after that, we'll plate it up, and then you'll take a bite with me?
Yep. Oh yeah, I love fish.
Oh,
and now we have a delicious,
gosh.
big, plentiful plate of halibut fish and chips.
This is a full meal right here. Let me go in and dive up in here.
Look at that steak.
Right out of there. Crunchy, juicy inside. This is some quality fish right here, man. Ooh. I came out here in March earlier this year, and I know you guys had a tremendous loss with your father. I wasn't able to meet him, but if you wanted to share something with the community, what kind of man was he?
He'd been around here forever. He was just that guy that took care of everybody around him. He had his hands involved in a lot of things in this town. He supported the whole community as a family. That's who he was.
I love to hear that. I know that's got to be tough. I lost my father as well, and I know that he's up in the sky right now looking down on you. He's very proud.
Yep, he's always here right with me every day.
I love to see that. Well, now I'm going to go meet your mother. We're going to try some more food, but thank you so much. Yep. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Everyone, welcome over to the dining room area. Let me introduce you to the owner, Karen. Now, there was a special moment tonight right in this seat.
I invited Susie, the previous owner of this restaurant, to come be a part of this night. And I paid off this location, this restaurant, on Monday, and I had my next payment coupon, and it said amount due, and I put a 0, and I presented it to her, and then I ripped it up because I don't have to make any more payments, so it's all paid off. Yay!
Yes, there is no...
It's a good feeling.
No better feeling. I mean,
Right.
paying off a car, paying off a house, you paid off the business.
We bought it in 2007, and in 2008 was when the market took a big crash, and that created a lot of challenges. And then we had the pandemic to go through. So, you know, it's a good feeling to release all that.
I came out here earlier in the year. It was March of 2024. We were scheduled to shoot then, but this community was dealt a significant blow. You lost your husband, Mark, and you told me the story behind it. And I saw his picture, bright smile on his face. Everybody that spoke about him had nothing but nice things to say.
Mark was so involved with the community, the volunteer fire department, city council. He ran and helped coordinate the divisional chainsaw carving championships for Reedsport. Worked on Dune Fest. Memorial Day, he brought the 29 Palms Marine Band here for several years. And it was just, He always did something. Part of our business plan was to give back to the community. And he did that tenfold.
You know what? He just sounds like a hell of a guy. In tragedy, there is some triumph. Spoke with Nick. He told me the good news back in the kitchen that he's going to be following the family footsteps. He's already doing everything anyway. The next logical step is for him to take over the business. And I love how that happened tonight. I meet Susie. I finally get to meet you guys. I'm back there with Nick. How proud does that make you as a mother for him to take over? Because he told me in the time that he's been working here, he's learned so much under you and he's ready to take that next step.
He's worked for us for 24 years, the whole time. It'll be 25 in April, and it was 25 for Susie when we bought our first location. So in 50 years' time, half of that time Nick's worked here. He knows how to do every little bit. So.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, he knows how to do that food.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of that, I want to have my dinner right out by there. So tell me about this pizza.
So this was formerly called the Ray's Combo.
Okay.
Susie, that I paid off on Monday.
Yes.
Her late husband that passed away, this was his favorite pizza, was the Ray's Combo.
Okay.
When we bought the restaurant from him, Mark's dad's nickname at IP when we had the paper mill running here was Bedrock. So we named it Bedrock in honor of his dad. It was like the bedrock of the community. You know? It's about stone. We've got one pizza called the Foundation, you know, and another one called the Rock, but we just call this the Supreme.
It's supremely delicious too.
Yeah, it is. Got a little bit of everything.
Everything, yes. And that's what I was noticing from one of your cooks as well. He had me cracking up because every time I saw him turn around, there was a new pizza going in, new pizza coming out. There was one that was Hawaiian on the side, and the other side that had Supreme. So, you know, I was feeling a little Hawaiian on this side, and then everything was tossed
And
on the other side.
pineapple is good on pizza.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can never go wrong with pineapple.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, let's just say you come here the early hours in the morning. You want to get a different dish. Tell me about that over there.
So we have a full breakfast menu, and this one's called the Shipwreck. One of my former cooks years ago came up with it. His name was Gonzo. And he still comes by and visits with us once in a while. So it's a half order biscuits and gravy, and it's got a ham scramble on top with cheese and then more gravy. And this is really popular with all the Duners. We've got the Oregon Dunes here, and they really like to carb up and have some protein, and it's a big favorite.
I feel like I know this area so well because in March, that's where I went by, the sand dunes.
Yeah.
It just looks so weird being placed right by the beach and everything. So it's like a sand dunes, kind of like some trees and stuff like that. And then it's the water. Where is this coming from? But I could just see an ATV going out there and just riffing and running.
Right. Well, we have part of the dunes here in Winchester Bay. One area is called the Coliseum, and we even have a burrito called the Coliseum.
Well, you know what? We covered a lot. I do want to ask, is there anything else that you want to share with America that I did not ask you about?
So if you're ever thinking about starting your own business, just know you're going to eat it, sleep it, breathe it. You have to put your heart and soul into it. You just can't punch a time clock and punch out. You're going to go home and think about it. You're going to go home and work in the office for a couple hours. You know, it takes time and commitment. But no matter what gets thrown at you, just consistency is a key. Good staff is a key. Staff that you respect, that respect you, and give back to your community, because without them, you're nothing.
Couldn't have said it better, and I feel that that's what your husband embodied.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. This has definitely been a special restaurant. I've had this marked on the calendar for a while, so
Well, we're
so
glad
happy.
you came back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm so happy that I was able to come back. It was such a deja vu moment, and it really means a lot to me that you guys open your doors and let us come and just show off what kind of people you are and what this community is all about.
Well, this is a beautiful place on the Oregon coast. You know, we've got the Umpqua River Lighthouse, which is the last Fresnel lens in the United States.
It was coming on because the sun had went down, and then it just...
Right.
It's
So we're
beautiful.
pretty lucky to have that in our area too.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Susie. This is great. I think I'm gonna go enjoy a sight by the water and
There you
then
go.
get back on the road. But Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
coming.
it. Yes.
It was good to meet everybody, and thanks for spreading our love for pizza and food and our community. So always give back to your community.
As the sun sets on another day, the waves gently lap the shore and let us remember that life is like a delicious meal, best enjoyed with good company and a sprinkle of adventure at Bedrock's on the Bay. I'm Jay Russell for the ABR Roadshow. Remember, don't settle for less. Life is too short for average food, but not beautiful views.